Happy Sunday to everyone. Uh, God bless you, one and all. What a rough journey this journey is, and you're staying on the path with God is not easy. Uh, and Pamela, Pauletta, the Twin Towers, supporting my work. Just a Poe family. Yeah, Alan doing work I can't get to, and like y'all are serious and seriously helpful. Not easy here. And everyone supporting my work over time and so on. I appreciate it because it's not easy. So it never gets easy. So thank you. Really, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Pam. And Jay. So thank you for that support because it only gets harder for me. So, and if it gets harder for me, it gets harder for everyone else. So that's the way it is. It's just got to be like that. So, so thank you. Uh, Supporting my work and God bless you. I mean it. You take the actions. You support my work. You don't support the devil's work. They know who you are, and so you know that that isn't easy. And George supporting my work. Uh, Still investigating out there and still finding everything. He found a good one this week about the news from Great Britain. Silently praying is illegal now. In who's running Europe? Britain, right? So Europe and Asia, that continent, which is a single continent, an island off their shores, took the hit, and praying silently is illegal over there now in that vast continent. Europe isn't separate from Asia, like it's one giant thing over there, so it's illegal there. Jay Baba, thanks. uh so that's where we are. God is illegal. You can't call on your God here. Jamie, all right. Jason Harmon, all right. Yeah. Go watch your Calling for Hell. Oh, hell. Hello. All programming is that we're told to speak, right? Every single word is a prayer to the devil. Every single one of them. Right? Good morning, right? Lucifer, star of the morning. Hell, oh, that's the moon. Just everything we are programmed to say is a prayer to the devil and continues your being here. I know you didn't mean like that, but it's just always like that in here. Every single bit of everything we're told since we come in here in a body, every single thing is a lie, and everything is to get us to pray to the devil. Everything. That's all it is in here. So, yeah, Pauletta, thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Uh, have a nice day, right? Yeah. It's it's just every single words are spelling, right? You spell words, and so every word is a spell. You cast it in your favor or not in your favor. I really am trying to get it so you don't have to reincarnate and come back here to whether this hell or not, hell on earth, whatever you want to call this place. Uh, you want to go to God. You don't want to come back here. That's obvious. So just trying to, good day, God bless, Frank. Yeah, see, so easy to switch over. And congratulations. So you won't be casting no more spells on you like that. You'll be watching your words. And this is, the secret language that they oppress us with, and they knowingly, intentionally use it for themselves. Signs and symbols out there, right? All of them. Every single one of them. Everything's about the reset. 6 up, 4 down. 64, right? This one, right? Everything's about God up there. How many figures now, right? 4 times 3 digits, 4 times 4 times 4, 64, right? Uh, what is this? 9. See the 9? And the other two figures, 11 over here, 2, right? 2000, and then 2 times 3, 2033. Three basic hand signs that all mean Judgment Day, and they all know. They all know. They all don't have their memory wiped. They get the power of the devil. Uh, that's what they get. They get the entire world, every scrap of dirt, every piece of land, every particle of sand, every, invisible air we breathe amount is all theirs. All right. They own everything. They get every dollar. They get every single everything in here. They get everyone under mind control. Everyone. Until I free anyone, no one gets free. No way, no how. It never happens. Never. Alan, it makes sense in a story where Mayor Mama stopped talking and using the alphabet board. It does. First of all, who's listening to me? Almost no one. You know, no, that means everyone's staying except for the people listening to what I say. Every single one of them. The continent of Asia, India, staying here based on their denial of the truth. Period. That's their choice. Yeah. One or two or three, close, right? They're getting close. They listen to me somewhat. And they keep their friends and they keep doing what they're doing. Maybe a couple, I don't know how many lifetimes, whatever, right? It ain't up to me. I can only free people as far as they want to get free, no further. They stop, right? They stop. They stop themselves. I can lead them horses to water, but they'd just rather stand there, stare at the ocean of God, and die of thirst. They don't want no water. That's just the way they are, the way God created them. There's nothing I can do about it. Jay, so I always tell people have a happy day. Yeah, that's good. Exactly. Happy day. Yeah, you got to break that programming. You got to, and that lets them know you're unprogrammed. Oh, we got one on a loose, right? That lets them know you refuse the high programming. No, ain't going for it. You see? Absolutely. I think this has to do with the first Nicaea Council to corrupt the Catholic Church, which never happened, right? No backstory happened before 1969. It's all fake. So, yeah, that never happened. But you always got some fairy tales that, of course, don't make no sense. World wars. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Them ages happen, right? We got 1,000 years to fill up of hell for them. So they get to learn. So that's what you're viewing images of them doing all those things in hell. Have a world war, go murder each other. Okay, yes, sir. Off we go. You stupid boys. Yeah, go to hell. Go murder each other for a world war and go destroy continents and yeah, have a great time. Yeah, it's that's normal for you. You think that's a backstory? Well, hell's for you then. Hey, you think that's all good to go? That happened. Oh, okay. Well, then it'll happen for you. Yeah, go. Off you go. Go to the moon, go to hell, go to the, 1,000 years of, oh, yeah, that history's real. Okay, that is real for you. Off you go. Your choice. You go to hell. Enjoy your time in hell. Oh yeah. Yeah, Hitler's a real guy for you. So go enjoy Hitler. Go enjoy that time. You enjoy that? Okay. Well, that's real. Go. Off you go. Off you go. Good for you. Yeah, don't worry, be happy is half of that quote. Don't worry. And they don't say no more, right? They don't say no more. They don't say the rest of it. Right. So that is of course corrupted like everything in here. Don't worry, be happy, and do your best. And God will do the rest. It says, and I will do the rest. Bear Baba, right? Compassionate Father. The Father will do the rest. They never say that. They never say the words of the quote from their God. They never say it. They never say it. Just don't worry, be happy. That's it. They don't try their best. I don't never. What? The Bible lovers. I never seen anyone hate God more than they do. Just absolute liars. Oh yeah, you're kicked out of here. Oh, you don't want to hear the truth? No, leave. Oh, they're with you? Leave. Get out. You can't come here. Yeah, that is a devil's. You know, wherever God is, right? That's where the devil's shadow will be the darkest lies. Right when I stayed there, I went go looking for Jesus's tomb in the Himalayas. I stayed at the Baba Center that time in 2019. I bring, you know, one of the backstabbing disciples with me. Every one of them was. Uh, I'm staying there, and a woman comes to me because you know what? I raised my hand to sing at Baba's tomb, and they don't call on me. Oh, okay. You're just gonna have the same fairy sing the same thing every time. So I knew one of them, right? There they are singing. So I next day, or maybe it was tea time, same day. I'm like, I sang anyway, by the way. I don't, they were just like, I sang anyway. I sang anyway to God. You didn't call on me. I don't care. I'm singing to my God. I don't need your permission. So I saw the singer who play. Oh, you get to go, and I do. Oh, okay. So I saw him next to. He was getting chai when I was. I said, don't you think Bear Baba gets bored hearing the same thing every time, like the same song every single time from you all? Don't you think he's bored of that? That's what I said to him. So of course he calls the freaking Bible cops on me, and I'm staying in the men's quarters. I'm there. And a woman comes to the door with a guy, a woman to the men's quarters, comes to my door. This is a fact. Comes to my door, knocks on the door. Since you brought up don't worry, be happy, let's just go right into it. She comes to my door. I go to the door and I open it. And I say, can I help you? I said, the women's quarters, they're over there. And she says, oh, we're worried about you. First words out of her mouth. And I said, that's absolutely against what Bear Baba said. Don't worry, be happy, do your best, and God does the rest. And you just came to the men's quarters. This is what I said to her. You come to the men's quarters, and you're not even supposed to be here, and knock on my door and tell me you're worried to my face to try and bring me away from God. That was my response. I say, hey, Casey, bring your camera and point it at them, and they would have a conversation with me. I'm going to go ahead and record it. By the way, Casey happened to lose everything he recorded, every inch of it, uh, in India. I lost it. He went to film school in LA. He lost all his footage. My ass, right? Yeah, that's who I'm traveling with. So yeah, no. I most evil ones, the Bible lovers. That's the way I think of them. The deepest, worst haters of God and the truth. Oh, Bible lover. Yeah, them. First time I went at the Baba Center were the first times on my own. I sit there. First time I went to tea. Put it this way. I went to tea. They have tea time in the afternoon, right? And I'm sitting there. Oh, I'm gonna sit amongst these creatures. Okay, fine, fine. A long time ago, and I have a tea. A woman sits down next to me. Are you a Bible lover? I said, well, I love everyone. I don't exclude God. And she looks at me and said, no. Oh, what do you mean? No. No, no, no. We're supposed to do that. Oh, like, okay, good. No, no, we can't do that. We're supposed to do that. We can't do that. That's not possible. That's all I said to her. I did say no more words to her. She went to the front gate, complained about me, right? Wants me to get kicked off the center. I'm staying there. She's not. She's just coming to visit for the day. And those are the only words we speak. Sends the guy to me to talk to me about it. And I tell him word for word exactly what happens, just like I'm telling you. He bends over laughing at her. I said, "Oh my God," He said, "You know what?" He said, "You know what we used to do in the '60s when we were living here at the Bible Center?" I said, "No, go ahead and tell me." We're all doing drugs. We're all doing acid. We're all smoking weed. We're all having a party of our lives, sleeping with everybody in all these cabins. That's Bible Center in the '70s. That's what he told me. After they come in the jump, that's what they did there. And this woman has got a problem and wants me kicked off the center because of what I said. I'm doing my best to love everyone. She's not having that. That's the Baba Center, that's Mayor Baba Lovers. That's them. That's all of them. Casey Underwood is who Casey is. Alan, the worst nightmares of my life occurred at the Baba Center, both Myrtle Beach and India. The most atrocious events in the ether. Absolutely. God's there, let you know who's there, right? As Z was there and the devil was there. Like, this world, I'm the only one that is ever coming in here in a human body. It's never, ever going to be a single individual on your path ever sent from God. No way, no how. It's not ever going to happen. Not ever for anyone. It's never going to happen for anyone. Nope, never. And I never leave. So I'm never bored. I never die. He told you the story. And so it's up to, individuals to determine that. This is Earth. Play was 64-year time loop here. Oh, you want to play them other ages? Off to hell you go. We have them over there for you. All right. Anyone else want to leave? Oh, we have God over here. No more ages, just pure bliss, God's presence. Go home. Two options. There's no other option. There's nothing else going on here. There's not ever going to be anything else going on. Ever. So let's go into a few things, right? Uh, anyway, again, thanks for the support because that really determines your outcome, right? You see Acts 5 in the Bible, and it's like, oh, these are the ones left from God, you know. And they're saying there, you want to give anything to us, or you don't want to give anything to us? What? How much you want to give? What do you want to give? Oh. Okay. Well, all right. You determine your fate, and that's it, right? I don't make this game. I don't make the rules. I don't do none of that stuff. I just try and make it so they're here and they can be seen so you can see them very easily. And then as you go through your actions during every day, it's easy for you to know the principles at play here. And every time you go up against your day, you know what's going on and you make the right choices. That's all. That's why I'm here to expose those principles behind what we can do and what we can't do. I can't act for you, can't do anything for you. I can only say these are the principles here. That's all. And then you choose by your actions or where you go, right? Going to the side, going to heaven, going home, right? Yay, not coming back here, or going to the moon, going to hell, back through the ages. You go, they're real. Oh well, hey, enjoy that. Oh, that your reset includes 1,000 years over there. Enjoy. Yeah, get the hell out of hell and never come back. Exactly. And they choose the opposite. That's what I'm trying to point out. There's a line in the sand. You're on one side or the other. You determined to be on the other side of the line. You all. It's going to be hard at times. It is. It's not going to make no sense. Friends, family, the place, all this nonsense they have here, right? The Pilgrim's Progress, right? That's the fair. What do you mean? We don't have what you want. Put it right. Oh, that's it. They're no good here. That's what it is. They only have this horrible script here and the horrible things that are here. That's all they have. And they're like, yes, we have everything here. It's like, yes, you have everything in the prison. Isn't that grand? What? How stupid did it need to be? So they want me out of here, right? They're like, we don't like you. We want you out of here. Yeah, I want me out of here too, buddy. You don't let me get out of here. Not ever. Not for one day. Yeah, them 1,000 years, I get to not be here. But then he's like, you ready for your memory wipe? Yeah, I'm never ready, but go ahead and do it and toss me in. And every single time I beat every single individual alive here every time. Same memory wipe. Nothing. Zippo. Nada. I got nothing. I get nothing. Nothing. I get no special treatment. No nothing. I don't get that. No. I played just the same as you, and every single time I beat this game first. Every time. That's why my mom was like, hey, do as I say, not as I do, because no one can do what I do. It's not possible. God didn't create this in another way. He created me one way and created everyone else another way. And that's just the way it is. There isn't going to be a change in that. Not ever. Zero to hero. Yeah. No, but it's the same. I'm not yeah, I go first, but you can do it because I'm like, these principles aren't complicated or anything. 2 rules. Like, what? 2? Love guy, okay, that's too complicated. No, that's easy. And 2, right? Treat others how, you get treated, right? Oh, you expect to be treated this way if somebody does that to you? Okay, well, I'll treat them that way. Can't murder him, so your prayers go to God when you come up against difficult situations. So that's it. There's actually nothing else going on here, and those principles apply to everything. And then they extrapolate into different scenarios which I play out at different parts of this. But really, those 2 rules are the only 2 rules. There's never going to be any more rules. And that's it. There's never going to be another game. You've played this game how many times? How many times? A lot of times you play this game. A lot of times you got your memory wiped. Yeah, don't you feel that? I mean, you can't remember it, but don't you? Doesn't something break through and you begin to feel it, and you sort of just feel like the dome's like about as big as you and about as big as her body, and you realize this body is the cage that's keeping me here. It's not, you don't identify, oh, this is me. It's like I come out of the drum circle last night, this veteran, he's always got his Vietnam, we've talked, he don't care. Biggest bunch of them last night. And I come out of the drum circle. He's like, "Oh man," what he say? He's like, "You still got it." I was like, "I know, I still got the body." I said, "But I pray for my death every day." He's like, "Y- What?" They know, and I know what's going on. They try and cast a spell at me, pump up my ego. Don't have one, and I have to rebut their, in front of everyone listening because the drums are quiet. Okay, I have to explain it to you, and they are all nothing, right? Nothing, silence, nothing, nothing goes in, just boop, bounces off of them. Is there any way to know how many times we have played the time loop? Uh, hold on. Let me count to infinity. Let me count to infinity. Let me let you know when I get to infinity. Let me keep counting until I get to infinity. Infinity. So close to infinity. Keep counting forever. Keep counting forever. Forever. Since the beginning of time. When did the beginning? There was no, right? Oh, the ocean made up the time loop at some point. Okay. But when did the ocean start? When did God start? God is not caught up in time. This place has the warped fictional reality that includes time. Thank God this game has a limit, right? But outside of this realm, this crystal sphere, time does not exist. Time only exists inside crystal spheres. It doesn't exist outside because God is the ocean outside this, and God doesn't know time. And to ask that question means you haven't visited with God properly yet. And I pray you do. Because the second you join with God, you're like, time is fake. It's just one of the pieces of information that you know is a fact because you're joined with God, because your consciousness is one with God, and God hasn't got a concept of time. Even as you literally look back into the sphere, where you can see from out there, right? It's a tiny little dot. You can see it and know everything in there from out there because you're with God, so you know everything. You're just looking in there, and you're like, the only thing that God thinks about this place here is that already happened. The whole thing. To God, who's timeless, well, that all played out already. It already happened. Everything and everyone is already done. Because God knows the outcome and everything, and time's not real to God. So it already happened. That's your knowledge. What you get answer it doesn't that already happened. And then you get tossed back in here. Where's going on? You're like, see how the infinite and finite don't go together. It doesn't go together. But I guess somehow I'm supposed to keep my sanity more than Z. Uh, you think my shadow is the only crazy one in here from being in here forever? Z don't get out here. He don't get that God conscious. He just knows he's in here forever, as an inmate forever. So how's that? Not good. Not good, right? Thank God, God at least gave me a few short, very short moments out of here to learn everything about God so I can bring it back in here, not die, and tell everyone. Yeah, it's I can't tell you how shattering it is to be with God and be outside of time and have won this game and then get put back in here. If you're like, wait, I won. That's the deal. You win and you leave. It's like, yeah, you win and you leave, just not you. Oh, yeah, right. Cool. I see that. Okay, great. Yeah. So that's just the way it is. Uh, yeah, forever. Like you don't think you've been here since the beginning of time to wear your soul? In the Bible, right? The story of, hey, you didn't listen to me, you get tossed in there. It was a one-time event, right? You don't think the other moons are full of these creatures? Mama says they're full, right? They're just waiting to go up the game and get up to here. That's infinite moons out there filled with infinite, transgressors, playing out the infinite loops of the 1,000 years of history that didn't happen here, but happens for them until they learn and want to be here. What? And they don't listen. They get here, they're like, well, no, that's real. I came from that. That's real. I live. Okay, then it remains real to you, so you will go to hell by your own choosing. Oh, that hell is real. Oh, the history is real. That story is real. Oh, okay. You're high as a kite. That's your high story. You lost it. High up in the moon is your story. Okay, then go there, right, and repeat that infinitely until you wanna. Oh, history. You want to come here? Oh, you call it out to God finally. Oh, look at you. Why don't you get in a foxhole? Throw him the bombs. You call it out to God. Yeah, yeah, but that doesn't negate your past, treatment of me, your past treatment of God. You didn't listen, so see ya later. Much later. All right. So this one's about I named this one the Trump wall, right? Now, during the 1,000 years of the perfect master still keeping everything running, uh, I, they deserve their time with God. So, you know, they get their time with God too. Who's sitting around them in them photos, right? In them images. Who's sitting around God? Like, there's 56 of them. Like, hey, yeah. Oh, is it my turn to go down and wake that guy up? He's pretty mean when he wakes up. He don't wake up so well. It's like, yeah, he is. Uh, yeah, your turn. Go in there. I mean, they have the peace of God, like Sridhar does. He maintains that peace of God. His memory ain't wiped from none of it. And, like he'll tell his backstory, but he knows what he has to tell his backstory. That's all. It's just telling his backstory like a actor on a stage. Yeah, that's my backstory. Oh, okay. But they know better. The rest of them, they can't just say no backstory up in there. They're doing that to keep the game clean, right? But Shooter, he ain't playing the game. Yeah, he done won this game, so there ain't no playing for him. So the rest of them can't be just telling the backstory like, you know, oh, what? No, you got to switch over. You got to come over the line in the sand. You're not perfect master. You walk over that line or stay or go back, stay in here. This place becomes the moon. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, there you go. Reset up there. Boom. Here comes the new crop in here of the souls from all the other moons and Earth is sort of reshuffled into this place. Boom. Same characters and stuff, but different souls get a chance to win it here. Who leaves? Very few. Yeah, I don't. This guy asks a lot of good questions. My memory gets wiped until somebody, actually playing the game and doing their best wants to know. That God tells me, just write that, right? Not before. Uh, the stand is on. What did I get? Like Paramount had a deal or something. I'm on Amazon watching some show in the stand, like the newer one, not the older one. Uh, but the newer one from like 2022. And I read the book when I was young. You know, I was really uh, just focused mentally on end of the world information, and that was a well written book on it. Uh, but what's the guy's name? Right, Flag. That's literally the devil's name is Flag. 64-year time loop. The flag. He's a flag. What? Like Mr. Rand. All right, Rand D. All. Ran all the flags. He ran all the flags up in here. Randall Flag. That's him. That's the devil. That's Z. So you can watch that and see they of course they got a messed up script. There's a woman that wakes up first and she's gonna help everyone. What? Their mom already said it's a guy. It's this guy. It's just one guy. Not meaning, you know, women are lesser than. No, it's just there's only one character and the script never changes. It's not about anything except for a never changing script. The character is going to be a man. It's a hint, at least, and cut out 50% of the population as to who the avatar is. That's a pretty big hint, actually. It doesn't hurt, it helps. People see it as, talking down the women. You're just looking for one character, so just any help on who that character is, that would be helpful. That's some help. That's all. The ego trips that people go on for that. And I get called like I'm on an ego trip. Not lately though. Not in the past few years. Not many people coming in here that are on the other team, are there? Right? We pray something weird happens, and I always turn it into a learning experience. They don't stop by here no more. Remember when they used to? They don't do it anymore, do they? They don't type a single nothing because everything they feed me, I teach from them. I use the shadow to teach you how to deal with them. Devil's like, don't go near that guy. No more. He keeps, none of you can do anything to him. He just uses you to teach. Like, so don't do it. And it'll stop by anymore. You see that, right? Yeah, they don't come in here. That's right. Because I'm like, oh, got another one. Here we go. It's just, you know, there's a shadow. This is how you deal with them every single time. I never miss them. I always teach you how to do it. How's that possible? I don't I see a couple there because their spells are so easy to see. So easy. They're always contrary to the truth. Uh, and Randall Flagg in there, he's like, predators and prey. That's what he says. Predators versus prey. He says it straight up in a line from the stand. The whole thing's just so obvious, you know. Except for they got to mess it up and tell you part of it. There are people wearing the cross, right? 64-year time loop. All right. So the Trump wall went up right when he went in office. We're practically totally invisible out there. Even they've taken it to another limit. I can see, oh, I'm spending money, so people are coming to the website and stuff like that. But it's just demons now. We ain't getting humans. None of that stuff's happening. It's just absolutely a wall out there with like so few trickling in. I'm just spending money every month, like on paid advertising, and it's like neck and neck now. It's like even basically. So thanks for what you said. That I'm gonna have to add to the miracles and tactics that they here to deal with the situation. So people are like, oh, I want to buy a house and stuff, like American dream. It's a dream because it ain't happening. But should it even happen? Why is home ownership even a good idea at this point? Like, for example, looking at houses in like the Raleigh area, Cary, like in that area, just looking like, okay, uh, houses there, like let's say 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom house, like $450,000 rents for like somewhere 2 grand or under. How does that math work out? So everyone that owns a house and buys a house and is an investor is currently losing money. Every every one of them, or they just paid $450,000 cash. Where'd you get that? You know, not one city is it like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Here you could get a house and I could fix it up because it's not doing that well and rent it out and make some money. That's impossible. That the math will never work out from here on out. That's just absolutely 100% possible. It's not working anywhere. No, not even in Florida. Like, houses around here, like I described, is like way more money than that. It's crazy. It's insanity. Rents are way higher here, way higher. Didi, more people steal from Jack, the harder they make it on it. That's correct. Look, you understood that message we talked about in a classroom today. 100%. That's exactly right. Somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna make a is a trust I did. Some apothecary trust. I mean, like, which means pharmacy, right? Oh, it's an old timey name for pharmacy. So you're gonna be selling like against, like, I don't know, the military and the cops who run all the drugs on earth, right? Cartels are fake, 100% fake. They're just totally fake. Uh, and then you got on every street corner, right? Is all these uh pharmacies. I don't go in them, so I don't not the names aren't coming to me. But all them, the places where women shop, right? Uh, you're gonna go up against them. You're gonna put out a name And then the governor, he puts up his photo of the governor approving his name as okay, you can use that trust. Makes it harder for everyone trying to do a trust. You're going to fly above the radar and do exactly against everything I say and go against all the drug dealers that are your government. Thanks for wrecking it as much as possible for everyone else coming after you. Yeah, thanks for that. You know, obviously, that's exactly. Thank you, thank you. His own work being used for lies. Yeah, no, yeah, and we have all the deceivers out there stealing my work and bringing everyone to the devil. Right? Absolutely. God help us. That's right, J Baba. That's what we need is God's help. And you continue to do your best. You're fine with typing up anything that comes to mind. And you should do that because I have a response. And you take it to heart and you change and you right, you involve. You take it inside your heart in and you're like, oh, and then you change after all these years. It's not like I'm. You see what I say to Didi? I'm not like easy, right? I'm not easy. I care, right? A shepherd is like, man, the wolves are over there. Yeah, but the great grass is over there. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get over here, you know. So yeah, it makes you cry. It should make you cry, definitely. The war of drugs cartel. Hey, local boys, hey, we moved all the drugs down here, and you could sell some in your hometown. Okay, thanks. Yeah, hey, biker gangs, here, sell some in your neighborhood. Oh, okay. They didn't get them there or nothing like that. Oh, they just showed up. What? So this is why they have to know. But I was helping because Shock kind of upset what I mean. Oh, not so much, but I just think they maybe read it their courses will eventually change when they submit. Yeah. Being nice don't work. That's the problem. So being not nice, you see gets a reaction out of them, maybe they'll change. So it's not possible to be sweet to them as much as I'd like to. It just simply doesn't work. So like I try the sweet way so many times, it's exhausting. Back to questioning. That's a good plan, Didi. Good plan because good questions coming. Watch Alan. You see his good questions today, man. That guy just absolutely questioned me as far as anyone has ever questioned me in India, and good for him. That's why I say, unless you have need of information over there as a servant of God, why is God going to tell anyone anything? The whole point is you should be asking what God wants to do. So God ain't going to say anything until you ask. That's the whole game. Well, you should know the answer maybe to some of them, but I'm still going to give you the answer to your questions. Like that's what you need to know. So I'm going to help you know. Right. Sure. No, it's good. It's good you do that. As somewhere in Mirabelle was writing, it's like perfect masters are hard as iron, as soft as butter, soft as warm butter. So that's me. That's like, no, this is a fence. It's hard. Don't go. You're inside the fence, so you're all fine. Enjoy yourself, right? That's it. I don't want, you're oh, you want to go over there? Yeah, okay, well, Z's over there and enjoy your time with Z. Did you enjoy your time with Z? I know you did it. I know no one does. I know I didn't. But no one understands my situation better than Z is, so Z's able to get to me for a little while. Yeah. Yeah, jokes are they're necessary. Humor is necessary here, right? It is. So just saying that the Trump wall went up. I can't be seized, so expect that my patience is gone. Uh, the people that dedicate so much of their hard work to getting me BSc to the courses and helping people and av- advertising and doing all this work, they're just getting paid less and their families suffer. And the devil makes this happen. The script makes this happen. We're pushed and pushed and pushed. And then, okay, next miracle. Fine, fine. Om, 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 OMG. Omega. That's a short name for Omega, my brother, right? Om is a creation port. Ega is age spelled backwards, right? Alpha Omega, Jesus Christ is the character that comes and he ends it, he starts it, and he's coming. I told you the day. He's coming. And that's what's going to happen. Everyone goes to hell, and these few people, almost no one, right, either reincarnate in here and don't go to hell. Maybe get a waiting period in heaven uh, with the other close ones. If you're in heaven, you're not necessarily standing next to God, right? That's the only place to be is standing next to God. No other place. Going into a jack trout. I mean, the whole place is going into a jack drought. That's what I'm saying. It just absolutely made me invisible. It's make it so views happen and all this stuff. So, from our end, it don't look like nothing happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, all this, yeah, but to me, I know what's up. Why is no one coming? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, there's a wall. I got put up, matched up with an exact date. So it wasn't that easy. I mean, wasn't that hard to sort out what happened? I'm going to build a wall. Oh, day one, he built a wall. The truth is out. No, the lies are in. That's the wall. It got built day one. People that didn't notice, okay, like usual, you don't notice nothing going on up here. I notice the second it happens. I'm still trying to catch up on the mentor program stuff. Good. You do have a question. Good. Yeah. That's why, heaven is like what do they say? An eternity, right? It seems eternal because 1,000 years is a long time, right? So it would be there forever. Well, that's all the time there is in that time period. And then you can come back in here if you don't make it all the way to God and you're not sitting around Him. Well, you're in the outer reaches of heaven. Okay, great, 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 right? No, you shut up. No, asking questions is the right thing. Is just what I said. Then shutting up is bad. No. Okay, so the wall went up and things are getting harder. Like here, right? Valentine's Day is when red tide came, right? The red tide came to this beach right here where I am on red tide day. Uh, Valentine's Day showed up, Last time it was absolute poisoned red water for such a long time. So many people left Florida. Then they forgot about it and all bought it up again when the Trump money. When the helicopter money showed up last time. Like, oh, we forgot about the blood red evil tide that people couldn't breathe and had to leave. Oh, you forgot. Oh well, it's back again. Usually happens in the summer when the water's really warmed up, and this is like, oh, this is unusual. Yeah, unusual. Like it never happens because the water's not warm enough. So yeah, there's that. So what I'm trying to say is, staying liquid in finances is a good idea because earthquakes, fires, you see all this stuff happening, right? You got to make a plan, like to leave wherever you are, in case a hurricane is coming, whatever it is. You got to be prepared. Things packed things organized. You know, if the fire or hurricane's going in that direction, you don't know where it's going, or the floods, or you don't know where it's going to come from and go to. So you got to have a few evacuation plans, right? That could go here, could go there, and so on. You got to get your Airbnb thing up. You do your research, furnished places, short term rentals. Where are you going to be? You know, how many you got going? Cars are in proper, they're working properly. You know, here's a way out with a plane, here's a way out with a train, place to block the roads, right? 75 got clipped here, totally flooded, couldn't even get out of Florida when they had that one here. That was a couple years ago, right? I wouldn't even the last three I went through. That was four ago that day here, or whatever. You know, that just 75 clothes underwater. You know, you gotta have different evacuation plans and plan to, oh, this thing is gonna happen and it's happening, so okay, be elsewhere for this thing. So it's good to be not have too much real estate. What's the point? You know, you gotta be ready to leave, be somewhere else, because you see it happening. I got red tide now. You know, people with weaknesses. It can't be breathing here and stuff. They got to be sent elsewhere. Babies, older women, you know what I'm saying? Older people, off they go. Or I and others have to pay for their health repair to hospitals and health practitioners and all that stuff. It ain't healthy to be around it. Literally poisoned air, like a gas you can't breathe. It's poison. The water's poison and send out poison air, and that's what it is. Uh, I was thinking Mike might be in here to corroborate all this, but things are speeding up. Inflatable boat in the backyard, right? That's what my wife says. She's like, we should build a arc." Like, yeah, no, we should be ready to move as things change, you know, and be here and be there as necessary. I can't be killed, so there's a reason for me to be somewhere to help people, like I did last time. Okay, Jorge is going to wipe this place off the map. Well, let me just sit right here. You leave. Well, let me just sit right here. I'll save. Yes, you have had an unpleasant and peculiar fog happening near you. For sure. We get some weird fog here, definitely, but it's the red tide breather thing is invisible. There's weird fog that happens this time of year and certain wind and stuff like that because the water can be slightly cooler than the air temperatures. So think like uh dew point and stuff like that. If you've been on the West Coast, so you've been out in like San Francisco and stuff, and see that fog roll in and out. It's like that happens sometimes in the winter here, but here, the water gets poisoned with red tide is poisoned now, so people can sometimes equate them together when it's not fully together like that. But no, it's just red tide. It's a poison. It's been somewhere south, but now it's come Valentine's Day here. It happens in different years. Just so at one time, since I've been here the last 8 years, 9 years, or whatever, super bad one time where it just I forget what the deal was. It was like everybody holding hands on the beach and stuff like that. I can't remember, but poison water. See, weather and these things is an outcome here of their choices, right? That's one thing in the stand. Like, they all go along with the script, and the devil's like standing in the air, not feet on the ground, right? Flying. Oh, I got my wings up in here. And they stop worshiping him and stuff like that. He falls down. But in the meantime, he's got the power over weather, the devil. So, yeah, it's an outcome here. Remember, Jack, description during the hurricane, when looking outside, you could not tell the difference between the water and the air. There was a whiteout. There's a whiteout. Uh, just totally, the air is white. Wasn't like a fog, wasn't like a cloud. It's just something you don't see. How is an hour almost gone? Anyway, I need to get into some things. So I'm telling you to be prepared like that, as prepared as you can be for events coming. Uh, I don't follow the perfect masters wake me up, and I learned I bow at their feet, so I'm in the spiritual hierarchy. I agree that it's real, and then at some point I wake up. Oh, I'm the avatar, so I don't listen to perfect masters no more. Sridhar tells me something, I don't listen on purpose. That's just the way it is. It's in the end, I'm like, well, I'm the one in charge here. That's it. So, and that's the game. So I don't listen, right? No, it's important for you to get that. You try to explain to a group should know better that karma was real. Boy, did they bust my bust. Yeah, no. Yeah, they don't listen to reason. They don't listen to outcomes. They're not into proof. They just want to do what they want to do. Right? Or want to do what they want to do. Off subject, I was listening to a song. Uh, I like the last, uh, or how great is I love that song. Played it 10 times yesterday, and she made a Connie. Life is getting signs. Okay, I don't know what song about this, but thank you for sharing that. So, you see the Bible, like, there's a shepherd, right? Because there's what is it called? A rough beast comes this way, right? To devour. And in the stand, it's a wolf. You see, a wolf, shepherd, and a sheep. As I tell a Jehovah's Witness, everyone is my flock. Some of the flock decides to go away from the shepherd. That's your decision. Go get eaten by wolves. Okay, I told you not to, but you went anyway. That's your choice. So, if we got a wall, right, and then you need to get over the wall, who do you send to the wall? The best wall climber, right? That's me, right? Am I don't got the skin for it, but you know, I aspire to be as good a wall climber as a Mexican. I aspire to that level, right? It's good for them. Climbing walls. That's okay. They're great at it. I think like that. I'm gonna become great like you. I'm gonna be make America great again by getting the mindset and abilities of the Mexicans. That's how to make it great again. Seriously. That's what, like, get out of here, you wall climbers, leave. America's getting great again. Leave. The perfect masters can't tell people what's going on, right? But can they intentionally lie? I mean, is saying the script a lie? They know it's a lie. So I mean, they're just saying the script. So is it a lie to say what God says to say? If God says to say it, that isn't a lie. You see, they have to say what God says for them to say. Is that in the end a lie, right? Loving God and you know what? You do what God says. So how you I mean, you're telling a script that isn't true, but you're doing what God says. So that's the answer. I mean, it's not quite so simple like that, you see? She knows very quick responses. Does strike me as lies, but it also really the truth. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. I'm separate from them. You listen to me. The avatar doesn't listen to them. Why would I listen to the script? No, the point is I don't. The point is you don't. You move past the script and you listen to me, and that's how you get out of there. You listen to the shepherd. Become in the flock, or you don't gotta what? The wolves are like don't get near that guy. Yeah. So what do you want to do? Get near that guy. purpose of the perfect masters to wake me up. Yeah, they don't have a choice. Exactly. They don't have a choice, and they understand that, and they follow their script. It's not a choice, it's a script they're given by God. So by God, they're going to do it. Meaning, hey, don't come to Florida if you don't love God. Seriously, just do not even think about that. Right? Don't get near the shepherd unless you love God. Don't even consider it as a possibility. Stay out of the land of the wolves if you can't handle it. Right? Get near to me, and it's all wolf up in here. It's all shadow here, except for very close. And what? They're just scared to be around me or near me or say anything to me. They think they're clever when they say something. I'll just use them. Oh, uh, you still got it. Yeah, I still got the body, but I pray for death every day. Yeah, no, I use everything they say in every second against them and teach those around me every single time they try and cast a spell on me. I do it every single time like that. Every time. They don't have a choice. No one has a choice if they work for God. They do what they're told to do. But outside of them, those few, right? Outside of them, only them. Everyone has to do as I say or else they stay. Period. What? George got a very important news piece he found, and it went national here and everything like that, and other ones too. But this particular one, right? There's a priest praying silently outside of an abortion clinic in Great Britain, somewhere in England, somewhere, and he got jail time for silently praying. Who they sending a message to? Being you. And because oh my god, talk about the weakest little lambs that exist out there, just absolute cowards. England, just coward full, full of them. I can see why sweetheart, like I'm gonna be in America for a while, but don't want to be there. It's just a horror. It's so sweet and beautiful, and all the trees are lovely, and they have the beautiful canals, and what an accent and all that. Everything horrible. So yeah, it should make you pray harder. Exactly. Thank you, Al. That's the response. This guy and his family. Wow. That's it. Who can help? Hey, God, I need your help. That's it. There's nothing. That's it. What am I saying? You know, should you say my name? I mean, Jesus Christ, he ain't here. He's not here, right? He's not here in physical form. He's here available in the ether in your prayers at any moment, any second, whatever. But, you know, does my name have power here? I could say that, when Soleil showed up, Soleil's like, she's having trouble having a hold of this couch fairy. And as I call her, couch fairy, just goes from couch to couch with her beauty and eloquence and ability to cast spells and you know, the perfect human form that everyone says yes to. Uh, you know, uh, she said she was in some woman's house and oh, I found this guy on the internet and really interested in what he teaches. And she said, who? Said my name, Jack McCaig. She said, and the instant response by where she was saying is, get out of this house immediately. And she's like, "What?" It's like, "Get all your stuff and leave this house immediately. Instantly leave." The Baba lovers have that reaction to my name. Instantly. Get out of here. Right? Are you trying to leave? Are you trying to leave this node? Are you trying to leave their hive? Are you trying to leave? Obviously, my name has a power, right? Obviously. Oh, you with that guy. You can never come here again. You must leave. Oh, there's no power in my name? Oh, well, what happened to you? Give me a break. Give me a break. There's such weird things that pop out of these videos. Yeah, totally. So they all know your name from the get. Of course they do. If they don't know everything and have every ability in here and every piece of land and everything in here, they can't beat me for 1 single second. Do you get it? They beat me for some amount of time with everything. But I have God and they don't. So they lose every time. They know they're going to lose. They know who's going to beat them. And if they don't know that, they can't even win for 5 seconds. They're so weak. And they have everything. I have God. I was like, I'm gonna need to give them all the land, all the money, all the knowledge. I'm gonna need to make a script that's never gonna change one single particle, and that way, maybe for a little bit of time, they can win. That's how weak they are. What? They are so beatable. It's a joke. I beat them every time. That's what Gypsy says to me, right? I went to see him for months. He's been here for years. He finally, listens to me. Not 100%, won't get baptized. But anyway, he's like, you know, he says it to me several different times on different occasions. He's like, they all know who you are. I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, no, no, no. He's like I think the drum circle something I like. He's like, no, no, no. He's like, wherever I go, he's like, they all know your name. He started to test it. He's like, I could tell by the way he was telling me. He's like, he used my name different places, and they're like, they don't go for that. You see? Oh no, that's strange because I smelled a set before. Wait, wait, wait. Sorry, Jay. 1 trillion billion to one. Not a fair fight. Exactly. I have God. Exactly. I have infinity, and they got this prison. They run the prison. Oh, you do? You do? Yeah, yeah, for a little while, but then you don't. That's strange because I smelled a scent before when I go to 4 I'm outside or something. Yeah, you could the seventh plane. God has a smell. It smells like sort of like jasmine or it smells like frangipani. Is that it? That 5 petaled white flower that's around the Baba Center, rarely on those very unusual. What is it? Them trees that don't hardly have leaves for part of the year, and then they pop these flowers. Uh, that's the smell. Does have a smell. You're right. Seven plate. God has a scent. It's just perfect. You know, the the most right uh, blend of scents that could be here is this. Now there is a smell. True. No, you don't sound crazy. Not to me. Love Jack. Yeah, the outside smells so good. Yeah, the outside the dome, it smells great out there with God. Not so much here. Momentarily, oh, the flower. Yeah, that's a fact. The way you go up a place, there's a smell of God. Not just that does happen 100%. And God usually puts a flower around you that actually has it, where you could let it linger for a minute so that it kind of cements the experience in for you. Yeah, it happened to me as somebody, yes, 100%. But it happens that scent of God is, God is, there's no description, of course, but a scent is invisible like God, you see? So, like the nature of God, sweetness, infinite sweetness and infinite invisibility. uh, so, I'm going to have to do the things because they're just making it financially impossible almost to keep going. So the struggle will get worse. Of course, it doesn't get easier. So I'm glad I quit weed as someone, and but pain is ebbing. Yeah, I'm starting to you know spit blood and stuff again, but most of my health is a lot better. Uh, so that's good. I'm probably gonna apply to law school and do that. Ain't nobody else done it, so I gotta do it. So I'll just do that with the time. Because I look at it this way. Yeah, they're gonna memory wipe me, right? Next time, but uh if I have it internally, it'll be an overlay that, I'll have with me. You see? So I'll need it to win next time. And the millions and billions and jillions and uncountable times I've probably gone to law school and stuff, like, I still need to keep up with that so the patterning is there. So, you know, I find that God shows up when I go to court. When I push the envelope to the absolute limit and show up and go right into the devil's lair, it forces, and go to my death. As long as I go to my death, then God's like, nah, can't kill him. You want to watch again? Yeah, can't kill him. So point being, put up the wall. Trump put up the wall forces me back into the fourth plane, right back into Miracleville to pull off more miracles. That's what they want, then that's what they get. I could have been, you know, okay, let me sit here and help people with the trust and get to God and so on, but that's not enough in this script. It's just not enough. It's always got to get harder. It's always got to get worse. They got to, treat me horribly, and I got to go into the lion's den, and that's just the way it's always going to be. And why do I think that's going to change? And why am I think I'm going to get a respite? It's just never going to happen. Dream on, right? It's a dream, so it ain't going to happen. And other things, I'll be laying siege to one of their castles and taking it and see which name works up in here. What and getting it on camera. I don't care. I don't care. Sridhar give me an order not to do it. I say, I'm in charge. You don't give me no orders. That's the answer to that one. JB, once I was running in Bavaria and the uric acid manure stench was so bad in a field, I stopped running, right? It actually felt like a spiritual attack. I was so horrendous. Yeah, totally, totally. Yes. And that pushes us, the horribleness that they push on us, pushes us to turn away and then run to God. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. You pray to Jesus Christ on the run, back in the same direction, which I had to pass. A short time later, I'm back the way, and the air smelled like roses. Exactly. Exactly. Invisible, you see, but the smell, a major effect, like this red tide. It's not just smells horrible, it's actually literally poisonous. So last time I come in at worst ever, I went in and dipped my feet in it, and I said, okay, if I'm the one, turn the waters clear. And God's like, no, that don't help no one. I ain't listening to you. Wrong prayer. More suffering. That's the only thing that brings them to God. But you individually playing the game, you should listen to what Jamie said, because you matter in the game and God will respond to you instantly like that. You need to know, you know, this is right, this is wrong in my actions. Oh, I'm having trouble. Pray to God. God steps in. That's exactly the way to overcome any situation, including that one. She used it in every troublesome, difficult, suffering situation every time. Absolutely, yes. Well done, Jamie. Jamie, the Queen of the North. Yeah, I love it. She's something up there for real. That's how I feel living by the Capitol Hill. Exactly, Dee Dee. Yes, that is. what you're getting. So your prayers get better. That's right. And your prayers do get better for where you are, right? One star state. There's lone star. Whose star matters? Mine. DRE near Houston. Houston is the most god awful place. Next to, I would say, the only place that's stunningly similarly horrible is that place up in the Panhandle place up in there. I can't remember the name of it. That is just second. I would call them second and third to Los Alamos. It's just the creepiest place I ever been. Absolutely, the feeling of creepiness is beyond any other place I've ever been. Yeah, Avatar is a master of the master. That's right. Their Bible says comes in. He's one of the five person masters and Avatar, both at the same time. Correct. 100% correct. Isn't that great, Frank? Jamie shares her ability to pray to God, and what happened is fantastic. That's all we should be doing going through this. I appreciate you sharing that. It's phenomenal. Movie Scarface. Only boss gets orders, right? Uh, it's true. Didi, a church popped up at the Capitol during the stage COVID with all of a sudden it had a huge private. Now it's gone. Hurt my eyes on prayer. Thank you for that. They get their rainbow upside down. You put up Mayor Obama's flag with it, put the other one, you get prayers from Didi. Good. And they go away. Great. My prayers this will be to Mr. Trump take down that wall. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jay. That's what helps. You see, that's where devil lifts off his feet. What? Me too. Pray one direction or the other. You get power in one direction or the other. Correct. Correct. She eats her own horse. Those was a bite. Me was. Probably where my family's from. Our roots were Rio Grande and the whole valley border town, right? I've been down there. I've been with the border people in Arizona too, the Huicholes and the Hente de Itoy. Oh yeah, that border. I already worked with many tribes down there. Spoke to many tribal leaders and gathered them together. Not a single one of them listened. None, zero, none, zero. I give up on the natives. All of them give up on you all. Long ago. God feels they took my parents to military Air Force slave coast. Of course, they don't pray to God. Nah, they don't do it. They don't do it. They just do what they're told. Bunch of cowards down there, the natives. This week, that's so good. Borders are great for keeping people where they need to be. It worked perfectly up in here. They just fake for like me, any others that love God, but they're real to them. So I don't know. I don't want to keep you too much longer. That's what's going on up in here. I'm trying to keep head and heart together, and I have become a vast ocean of anger at what I see and witness, and the absence of, if you can't take this many 15 years in a row of proof, and that's not enough for you, my compassion is over for you. We're in the last 8 years. I don't care who's coming anymore. I just don't care. I don't care. I figure I know 15 years. You didn't care. How many times did I go to my death and you don't care? Okay. Then my response is, I don't care about you. That's fine. I done my best. I showed everyone everything, and you don't care. So now I go to the second commandment. I treat others the way, right? I expect to be treated. So I expect, right? If you're gonna go for all the lies, if I were gonna go for all the lies, I expect you to treat me like an idiot. Be like, well, we're done with him. So Following the second commandment. I don't care. I don't care about you. I got actual sheep that want to get to God. So I don't care about the ones that don't. I'm over caring. Done. They're not gonna do it. Who cares? I don't. I don't care no more. Not for your women, not for your children, not for your babies, none of it. I don't care. Not for your animals, not for your holes, not for your whatever you care about. I don't care. You should care about God and the truth. And you don't, so I don't care. We're even. Get it? That's what the second commandment's about. Get it? Wireless, vile fence. Yeah. I pray to help us all. Houston is a home of human trafficking. Yeah. This whole place is human trafficking. Why? The devil just runs them all. They do everything the devil said. How is something not human trafficking? They what? The devil owes every single one of them up here and has them dance to his little tune all day, every day. That's all it is. They're not trafficking an actual human. They're talking some coward that acted like a fool and rejected the truth, and they're getting what they deserve. Oh, they're in a child's body. They're in this body. Whatever. If they had prayed to God, it would have happened, so they did it. So get liquid, right? Prepare to be somewhere else when a cataclysm passes your way through your town, or stay and witness you not being killed, like Mike, like me. Stay and witness. Okay, that's fine. Or you could be like, okay, well, here comes the cataclysm, and they all deserve to die. They didn't, you know. I went down and I filed my paperwork, and I asked to have this property tax exempt and be with God, and they said no. Okay, so God's going to come and murder the. You're going to kill them. So if God's coming by to kill them, you could stand and watch and be like, okay, you know, everything gets destroyed from 3 inches out from me. Oh, you. That's where you're going to be, in that place of destruction after it gets done. Hard to drive out of there when the roads are full of crap, water or whatever, earthquake or whatever. You could just be like, of course I know that God's going to murder them all. So, oh, here comes the murder event. You could get in your car, get on a plane or a train, and drive away if you plan for it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, you could just do that. You can go back, rebuild Florida or whatever. A bunch of souls gone and property values diminished, and these things will amp up. I'm praying for the death for a reason, because I want to see them dead. They deserve to die. Go to hell already. Get out of here. You're ruining the place. I'm right. Oh, yeah. Good plan to type that. See drunk children come through with men. I pray for them that delivery spots to their grocery parking lots. Yeah. No, that's what's happening. You see? They're all getting prepared for 1,000 years in hell. Let's just live it up in here. We only got so much left in this place, so let's just be ourselves. Don't hide it. Just be ourselves. When COVID was here, I saw no one on the road. No, right? That's what I'm saying. So, but sometimes it's not like that. When the actual hurricanes come in, like the streets get clogged, and sometimes they get wiped out. So, if you're prepared, you're not like, "Oh, cataclysm is coming." Of course it's coming. What? Of course it's coming. But maybe we'll go over here, or plan to go over there, and whichever way. Oh, that's the track of the cataclysm: the fire, the earthquake, the hurricane, the who, whatever. Right? Red tide, the plague of locusts. Who knows? The disease, the whatever it is. Make a plan. Make a couple. Yeah. What's the point of telling them anything? They ain't listen. If they haven't listened up to now, they're not gonna listen. So There are a few sheep out there still. It is good to, you know, post information out there on social media. There are a few out there still. There are a few that are going to show up. So it does make sense to do that. But don't waste your breath and time, money, nothing like that. Look over. God sent you a little flock you got to watch over, even if it's only you. You matter. You're the flock. You see? If there's a wife, husband, children, grandchildren, that's your flock. Those are who you try to emulate a shepherd, right? You shepherd your flock. You see? And you say, okay, and you make the plans, and you can make plans with them. And if they don't want to make the plans, you let them know, well, I'm leaving there, and they make their choices. But you want to work on a plan and get it ready for when it's time to engage that plan at different times, and then there's no problems on your end. You have knowledge, which means you don't have to get caught up in the problems. You see, you have the knowledge stuff's going to happen, so you can prepare. Gotta watch over you. That's it. All right. So if I get an order not to get a free home, them orders, they're gone. Smoke. Whoosh. Gone. Gone. I'll start the war. And soon. I get a wall. Oh, you need something to knock down that wall. You need a civil war. That'll knock down an internal wall. In America, you need a civil war to knock down a wall. No problem. I'm just the guy for it. Thanks for putting up the wall. Hey, we'll get that wall. We'll get that invisible wall knocked down that's up in everybody's head. Hey, I'm just the guy for it. No problem. Be like shooting, ducks in a barrel for me. No problem. Nobody wants to move up. Hey, no problem. Hope you all come live in my building in Invert. You get prepared to drive too. That's my point. And that's why it can be good to meet with others is for one, uh, May 3rd through the 11th, and be in the Sarasota area so you can make plans to be in that area during that time. It can be good to meet others when this is going on, but just know that, stuff's already happening here because of this. Already. A lot. I'll hold it down, you know? Expect to be traumatized again to get here. All right. Listen, we'll come to the conclusion of this. We're kind of filled in up to date, right? Things are getting worse, so we need to pray for each other. God watch over you, right? Each one of you listening, doing your best. Don't worry, be happy, right? Listen to God. You're happy, right? You're not worried because God's going to tell you what to do. I just told you, be prepared. If you need to go somewhere or something, you're prepared. Oh, we're packed, we're organized. That looks like a lovely spot if something like that happens. And here's a backup spot. Great, 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 great. Pray on it, think on it, plan on it, reject one or the other and just take your time with it while things are very pleasant. Come up with a few alternative locations to drive, fly, train, whatever, right? We'll be there. You don't gotta bring much or nothing like that. It's gonna be for a period of time and then you'll be back and like that. Okay? Just plan for it. It doesn't have to be a hassle. It could be not a problem at all. It's a problem that's supposed to happen for some people, but maybe you know what's up. So you could be like, hey, let's go visit this place. It's a very beautiful place. And we always wanted to visit. And now we made plans and it's time to get in the car. Let's go enjoy ourselves. Let's see what that is up to. Always wanted to have, whatever, that meal or that view or feel that weather or see that view or who knows. Convenient, happy, easy, right? No connections on the plane flight. What is a direct flight? What's a direct train route? What's a direct way to fly? How can they not hold me up? Like plan like that. You see? Plan, you know your adversary, you know your enemy and what they're up to. So you plan for that to make your life easy, piece of cake. Okay? Please do that. I don't want to hear about difficulties. I want to hear you pre-planned well and things were not a problem. Yay. All right. Now let's finish up. We're going to pray for each other. Hey, God, watch over each one of us. We're trying to get to God. We're doing our best. And each one of these individuals, they know who you are. They're watching everything. One of them's in here right now. I guarantee you, watching everything, not chopping a single word and listening to everything. It goes in, it goes to the rest of the hive mind. They're up to date every second of where I'm up to date with, and so are you. So take it seriously. They do. They adjust their entire hive of every country. They play it out everywhere based on what I say. So you have the knowledge first. You can prepare first, right? Your Bible was constantly changing the rules. Why? Because it's getting closer and closer to the end. Why? I've been more laissez-faire. Now I'm not. Because what? They're going to mess with you. I'm trying to have that not happen. I care about you. That's all. So God, watch over each one of us, right? Yes, I'll say it. Mayor Baba, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, Angel Gabriel. We want all of everything on your side, everything from heaven that you have said. I want a war up here. I want a civil war. You fight for us. You come for us. You watch over us, our children, our loved ones. You do it. That's my prayer. Yeah, they want a war on us. Slaughter them. Wipe them out before they even get here. Don't even let us know. Just let us pray. Right? We're praying and nothing happened. Yeah, this happened over there. That happened over there. Fantastic. Thank you, God, for wiping them out. Appreciate it. Right? So pray. That's what we have. God. Every problem, pray. They come at you, flip the phone up and start a video and start praying to God. Whoop, watch what happens. Save that video. Right? That's what we have. We don't have a God. We have video. Whoop. Then we just start filming and pray to God and watch what happens. They don't want that. They don't want that on video. They don't want that. That'll change everything. They don't want it. So do it. They'll stay away from you. Get it? Use the tools that work. They're simple. Use God's name. Pull up your phone if they start anything. And that's the end of that. Period. Off they trot along. Test over. Come on by any time. Come on. Use the skills you have. Okay? You could do this. Like a military operation. That's what's happening. We have enemies. That's a war. War in heaven, war in your heart. God says to angels, make it happen. That is happening. I am making this happen. I will do as God says, and this war will happen. So all right. So we pray for each other in the name of Jesus Christ, Bear Baba, Angel Gabriel. Those are who I met with, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They're real. What? They're nothing. Right? The opposition. We have Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. They have what? Nothing. Literally the nothing. They lose. Get it on video. It's fun. It's super fun to watch them lose. All this hard time they give us and then watch them lose. That's why I'm gonna go instigate. I haven't instigated enough. Oh, you gotta put up a wall? Oh, let me huff and puff and blow some wall down. All right. God bless you one and all. Thank you for the support. This is really the most difficult time I've ever had since this wall went up with this. It's unbelievable what they're up to. So I'm going to have a response, and I can't take long. So until next week, God help us all.